राधे राधे ब्यूटीफुल पीपल। सो टुडेज होमवर्क, आज का होमवर्क बहुत इजी है। इसमें आप बताइए, ये जितने भी वर्सेस हैं 2 से लेकर आज 10th वर्स तक मैं कवर कर रही हूँ, वो किसके द्वारा बोले गए हैं और वर्स 3 से 10 तक किस चीज़ के बारे में बात हो रही है, दुर्योधन के कौन से फियर्स हैं और उसको किन किन से डर लग रहा है और दुर्योधन के गुरु कौन थे। So, according to chapter 1, verse 10, our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited. Herein, an estimation of comparative strength is made by Duryodhana. He thinks that the strength of his armed forces is immeasurable, but specifically protected by the most experienced general, Grandfather Bhishma. On the other hand, the forces of the Pandavas are limited, being protected by a less experienced general, Bhima, who is like a fig in the presence of Bhima. Duryodhana was always envious of Bhima because he knew perfectly well that if he should die at all, he would only be killed by Bhima. Everybody knows what had happened with Draupadi when she was mercilessly disrobed by Dushasana. Then Bhima took 3 vows after that incident. The first vow was Bhima single-handedly wanted to kill all 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. Second was he wanted to break the thigh of Duryodhana. Third vow was he wanted to rip open the chest of Dushasana and take out the blood and rip apart his arm from his body. As Draupadi, on the other hand, also took the vow to not to tie her hair until taking bath with the blood of Dushasana. So Bhima killed Dushasana and took the blood to Draupadi. She took the bath with that blood and then she tied her hairs. But at the same time, he was confident of his victory on account of the presence of Bhishma, who was a far superior general. His conclusion that he would come out of the battle victorious was well ascertained. In the art of warfare known then among the ancient Hindus, each army had no doubt a commander-in-chief, but he had also a powerful man of valor, courage and intelligence who functioned as the defender. In the Kauravas' forces, Bhishma officiated as the defender, and in the Pandavas' force, Bhima held the office. To play upon the luxurious possibilities of pregnant vocabulary is a special privilege of all Sanskrit poets, and here we have an example of the same. The word Praptam has 2 meanings: sufficient and measurable. Both these meanings can be read in the Sanja, and each would illumine for us a different facet of Duryodhana's mental condition. One is the direct meaning that the army defended by Bhishma is unlimited, while that protected by Bhima is limited. This meaning is suggested by Anandagiri, the elucidator of Acharya Shankara's commentary, but Sridhara Swami gives other meaning and makes the stanza state that although Bhishma is the protector of the Kauravas' forces, Duryodhana is feeling that it is insufficient warrior like Bhima. It is sufficient in as much as the Pandavas' fighters are inspired by the high aims of Dharma for which they are fighting. Anyways, both the interpretation give us the two different facets of Duryodhana's mind. Perhaps in one way, he is feeling extremely confident because although his cause is poor and weak, Bhishma is protector of his army and therefore success is assured. At the same time, his conscience weighs heavy with guilt because of the crimes that he has consciously done in the past. He therefore feels that his army had nothing which would inspire the personnel to their maximum efficiency. The Pandavas' forces, though less in number, have a righteous cause to fight for. Thus, when an army fights for a noble cause, every soldier fights as an inspired martyr. We bring into such details only to bring out the subtle varieties of meaning which can be expressed when Sanskrit is used by a literary master as great as Vyasa.